You again? Oh, no, please. I have nothing more to confess. You've already exposed my secret shame, and I understand you managed to lure Sun away on some crazy enterprise. What more can you take from me?
The corpse crone! Don't say that name so loudly, lest she be summoned. She is the true cause of all this darkness in Brightwood.
Indeed, I have written an account. Just read it for yourself and know the horrors she wrought.
Long ago, a witch crept into the eastern fens. This was the corpse crone, and she cast a wicked spell. The deadly hex spread like a sickening plague. The island's immortality was twisted and made obscene. The curse of the lost would haunt our lands. The people sought salvation from this plague. Desperate, we believed conviction our only course. We discovered the soulless could hide amongst us. Committing them to the cold earth was the only answer. Eventually, the crone's purpose became clear. Her hex would bind the restless lost to her will. To this day, her foul curse lingers. Until her evil can be forever extinguished.
There now. You know the full story. Whatever terrible deeds you attribute to the Bright Vigil, they were victims too. Tell me, though, do you mean to track down the vile crone and hold her to account? Be wary then, nosy traveler. Weaver's Fen is a foul territory, ridden with sickness and despair. All the crone's doing, no doubt. I wish you luck, though. Or perhaps a miracle. You'll need it, I fear.
You've heard Pennyfather's sordid tale, have you? I do not give that man's story much credence. Neither do I have any desire to meet this sorceress. Such types cannot be trusted, in my experience. We've come this far, and discovering the truth about the source of the lost plague seems wise. But there's a great deal of ground to cover, and little time, if the corrupted are as strong as they seem. Careful not to give too much credit to the Azoth tree. Nature here does not always align with humanity's best interests. If she exists, I suspect, however, the corpse crone may be hiding secrets of significant power. There's a stalwart knight named Sir Britmar who once protected the Fen. If she remains, I shall request her aid in this venture. Meanwhile, the crone's curse began in Perryville, so I suggest you search there. Do be careful.
flowers referenced in the ancient tablets quickly proved a waste of time. Whatever reason the ancients coveted, it was not to defend Conversely, the mushrooms seem to offer some help. I was able to infuse them with the azoth from the ruins, and the mushroom's luminescence dims when in the present. Finally, my efforts have yielded results. I have exposed several volunteers to corruption, and while the mixture may still require some fine-tuning, it's clean. It works. With some help. Unfortunately, I noticed right away that the cure somehow deadened volunteers' senses, and a short time later they seemed to lose their ability to communicate. Later, their eyes began to glow with a chilling azoth blue, and they eventually became completely non-responsive. The villagers have taken to calling them lost, and seems to be. I am convinced that with a few more tests, I can eliminate these disappointing side effects. But, of course, I am now having great difficulty recruiting more volunteers. Even Britain doubts. Damn it all! The situation here in Perryville is deteriorating by the hour. It seems one of the lost somehow passed their condition onto a family member who had not been a volunteer. I offered to assess and treat the poor woman. I was met with nothing but anger and fury. Everyone seems to have this effort is in pursuit of protection against a far greater evil. With a few further tests, I am certain I can perfect the cure, and perhaps even find a remedy. If I am to find more volunteers, however, you will not be here. Brittmar is helping to pack up all of my equipment and research, and we will leave this town of fools in the morning. Oh, good riddance.
Let it be hereby known that the Shadow Hunters of Carberg are offering a reward for anyone.
I hope you had better luck than I, my friend. The legacy of the corpse crone seems to have claimed every town in this region. The only thing I've learned about Sir Brittmar is that she departed from this area in some haste. You found the crone's grimoire. Quite an important clue. Filled with records of her vile conjurations, no doubt. But if it makes mention of Brittmar, then I should very much like to study it further. Though the Bright Vigil never came this far east, it seems there were those who sought to hold the crone accountable for her crimes. I presume you saw the posters. These shadow hunters gathered in Carberg. Perhaps. I've just come from searching Brittmar's home there. The crone's curse swept through Carberg like a hurricane. It appears the entire town fell lost in hours, and the curse still haunts the streets like a contagion. Very well. I should spend time studying this journal for clues to the crone's fate, and that of the brave and loyal Brittmar. Learn what you can in Carberg, and then meet me on the town's outskirts. Light be with you, Warden.
I heard you were looking for me.
Yes. We won't allow you to profane this place with your foul...
Enough! I don't have time for your ignorance.
This is the sad fate of humankind on this island. All of us, everyone, doomed to lose their souls. That is why we fight.
Mahabanti!
This journal tells more lies than truths. I simply cannot believe Britmar would support this foul sorcery. What did you learn in Carberg? Did the hunters manage to apprehend the crone? She cursed an entire town. Such power rivals the magic of even Mirrodin himself. Perhaps that explains Britmar as well. Yes, surely the crone had ensorcelled my brave friend. That must be it. The only place that hasn't fallen lost in this dreadful swamp is the ramshackle settlement of Twillen. I should like to go there and inquire after Britmar. I cannot rest until I find an explanation for all this. If the journal is to be believed, the crone spent centuries studying the ancient ruins in the Fen. That is undoubtedly where she acquired her power. The last entry makes specific mention of the ruins at Vega Bridge. That makes sense. I hope you find answers. I hope we learn the crone ultimately faced justice for what she did. I will go on to Twillen and inquire about both Britmar and the crone. I'll await you there.
finally, a traveler along the road. I'm Dr. Leonie Roggeveen. My wife Nora and I, we work as a team. We're here to see what we could dig up in these ruins. To study. We're antiquarians, numismatists, scholars, you see. Likewise, I was wondering if you might be able to help me. You see, Nora and I like to play a little game to pass the time. She hides herself and leaves clues for me to find amongst these relics. Brain teasers and the like. Yes, but not how you imagine. I was looking for her latest clue at North Vega Bridge when something awoke the Guardians. I don't fight. Could you find the clue and bring it back to me? Check inside the coffers and chests.
I've translated the glyphs on the bridge, and it's clear this passage was once a major supply route. Just as with the obelisk, the bridge was protected by magical devices, strategically placed to ward away some danger, almost certainly the corruption. If I could find one of these devices, I had hoped to deconstruct it and determine what energy powered the Ancients' wards.
Well now, your timing's as fickle as the tides. It sure would have been nice if you'd shown up before I spent 6 hours trying this myself. This chest is locked by some puzzle, and that's really more your thing than mine. After you left Cardun, that alchemist suggested you might need help tracking down the crone and all. Of course, she also mentioned treasure in these ruins, And here we are. A bit of both if we can get this chest open. Did she? Well then, I'm willing to bet she was after whatever's in this chest. If... At last! I found one of the ancient devices on top of the bridge, and there is even a flicker of power lurking inside it. This is the key to the answers I've been seeking. The list of experiments I can conduct with this is nearly endless. Hopefully, this will renew Sir Britmar's resolve. She recently declared her intent to abandon this endeavor. But even she... So, did you find anything inside? I always fancied a crown for myself. One of those big jewel-studded affairs. Nothing but a mouldy piece of paper. Is that all? This swamp really is cursed. I suppose that's the kind of clue you were looking for, though, isn't it? Does it tell you where to search next? Well, Twillin isn't so much a town as a pile of wooden planks over the muck. But there's a tavern there, at least. I'd ask around. Someone in Twillin knows what became of the crone. I bet my boots on it.
You're back! And in one piece. Do you have the clue? It could be a coin. A coin? Oh, I just love solving her puzzles. Though it is markedly less stressful when she's not potentially hurt or in danger. All the same, let's see what the coin has to say.
The fact this rank stack of hovels stands as the last safe place in the fen is testament to the crone's evil legacy. Like Pennyfather, many here refuse to speak her name aloud, nor do they have word of Sir Britmar. Did she? Now that is encouraging. Though it also disproves the theory my friend was ensorcelled. If Britmar abandoned the crone, she may have returned to Hinbroken in the southern marshes. I shall check there next. If Sir Britmar were with us, we would have not only the benefit of her knowledge, but of her patience and strategic thinking as well. Without her, we have only the terrified and distrustful people of Twillen. You should. Unfortunately, many people lost faith in the Knights during the Wars of Crimson Madness. Your inquiries about the Corpse Crone may get more honest answers. Meantime, I'm off to Hinbroken.